Hi, welcome back to Old School Garage. Today I'm going to be working on the trim for the 61 Imperial. Polishing it up, cleaning it up. I might get into the glass, I'm not positive. Depends on how things go. I'd like to get to the interior, but first I'm going to be working on the engine bay and cleaning this up. It's readily apparent that there hasn't really been anyone in here in quite some time. So possibly the early 90s, late 80s was the last time someone worked in here. So I'm gonna sit here and go through it and clean it. Alright, so the engine came up relatively decent. It ain't spotless, but can actually touch it now. I'm gonna go through a round 2 and then crap, and that's gone. And a round 3, I'm gonna use some degreaser, engine foaming degreaser. Just get everything coated on the motor, and then continue to pressure wash it. I'm gonna call that good for now. A lot of stuff definitely came up really nice. You can see that that's actually gray, or I believe it's supposed to be gray. Yeah, see that becoming a problem. Definitely got some water down the carb. Do I really care? Yes and no. I'm gonna be going through the entire thing, so I'm not really concerned about it. I do plan on pulling the valve covers and getting crazy with it, but it seemed to clean up pretty well. Do a nice rebuild on it. Alright, now we're switching gears. We're kind of moving on to a different subject. I got as far as I really wanted to with the engine bay and got to a really good point with that. And now, as you can see, I'm scrubbing on some chrome work. Currently, at this moment, I am using steel wool, but eventually I will switch to a chrome polish to show how both work. I'm going to be using a mixture of the steel wool, a chrome polish, and a mag polish. The chrome polish that I will be using will help strip the majority of the corrosion off the chrome, and then I will go back with steel wool and the mag polish combined to get the fine stuff. And if it's really rough, then I'll end up using the steel wool and the mag polish just straight up. I will skip the chrome polish entirely because it'll be a waste of time. As you can see right here, I started having trouble getting behind the headlight. The headlight is recessed into the fender in a weird way, as you can see, and it's very difficult to get behind it. It is all chrome plated behind it, so I just had to do the best that I could, but it's not going to be perfect unless I was to fully remove the headlights from the car. finish the grill properly, I had to use a screwdriver covered in a rag, as you can see, to get each and every slit of that grill because it is very tight space. I couldn't fit my finger in it. It's probably less than half an inch of a gap. And there are just many slots, and it took quite a long time to get every little bit of the chrome polished. All right, so I'd say I'm probably an hour into this, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. Don't really care. It's given me some trouble underneath the bumper. All of this corrosion underneath here is going to be a challenge to get off. This is killer. The grill is. I still have to do this right here on this side and then the other side. A lot of this stuff is coming up. It's requiring some polish in some areas, and then others it's coming right up and perfectly clean, like right here with the chrome polish. So I'm using the mag polish, or I have to. The antenna came up decent. This is all gonna require buffing though, like a true buffing. So at some point it'll be off and I can do all that, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. I'll do the emblem, that kind of stuff. This obviously, all back here. I'll probably get some filming of that. The headlights they have some pitting on them. There's no doubt about that. But it's starting to clear up a lot. Let me see what this rock guard under here. It's gonna come up like, yeah. It's gonna require some mag polish to get a true good finish on it. So it's just little stuff like that. I don't know if you can see that. But it's coming along well. I mean, it's really hard to get back here with my hands and polish behind the headlights, but at some point I'll have them off and I can do all craziness polishing them then. It definitely makes a difference though, from what's polished and what isn't. The clarity in person looks much clearer. I can't tell you what it looks like on the camera right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna continue working. these tight little gaps and weird sections that I have to polish. I'm using this little scrub brush to rub the polish into the chrome work, and it seemed to work pretty well at getting all the big amounts of corrosion off without having to actually physically push my finger into a crease or anything. The brush was able to get it all, so it worked out pretty good for what I needed. Alright, so I just finished polishing the trim up. Just a basic polish, nothing crazy. Everything's looking a million times better. The bumper and the rear is definitely a lot worse than the front, but it needs to be gone through again. Another polish, proper polish. But the grill looks really good. The little eagle came out pretty decent. These headlights I'll probably have to remove to get a really good polish on them entirely. There's some areas I could go back through right here and touch up, but I was just trying to clean it up a little bit. Same thing with the mirror. The mirror needs to be gone through again, like really gone through. These little grooves here were quite the challenge to get clean. They're still not completely reflective, but it's progress. So I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. Do the glass another day. These taillights are amazing though. So, really happy with it so far. Leave a comment if you want me to improve on something or do something different. If you like it, go ahead and tell me. Don't care. I'll read the comments and I'll try to respond. If you have a vehicle like this and you need help with something, feel free to leave a comment. I'll see if I can help you out a little bit. Same with the Dodge trucks. There's not a whole lot on YouTube with all this stuff, so I will see you next time.